Hello and welcome to the AAP training course. I'm Paul Davis. I'm the Field Operations and Strategy Manager of Avazoo. We've got Kirk, who's going to be coming on, who's the AAP Manager, and he'll be talking through how to go to the AAPs, talk to them and bring them on board. It's good to see a lot of people here today. We have Justin in the background, as always, helping us out. We won't take up too much of your time. We're just going to go through how to approach an AAP, what to talk to them about, what's in it for an AAP, and then we'll be able to take it from there. Are you ready to come on, Kirk?
Hey, guys.
Hey,
Thanks,
Kirk,
Paul.
how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm not too bad. Not too
Super.
bad.
You going to be able to help me out with a couple of those videos in the background, or I should say the slides presentation?
Yeah, you can do the video whenever you're ready. I've got it set up. Super.
Guys, I think we'll start off with that because we've got such a great and strong AI team behind us, and they do such a great job, and a picture's worth 1,000 words. I don't know if Paul would agree with me, but I believe so. We can sit up here and talk and go back and forth, and we're going to do that, and hearing a different voice can help sometimes, but our team does a great job, and I think the foundation to show this video is really where we should all start when we're going out to give a presentation or to encourage someone to get involved with our AAP program. So let's start there, Paul. I think it's the best foundation.
Okay.
You want to join Avazoo's associate program? Please allow me to briefly explain all of the incredible benefits that are in it for you and your business. 1. Making money by posting marketing material with your personalized QR code in your business. 2. Supporting important humanitarian efforts across the globe. 3. Having your business associated with the greatest fundraising program ever conceived. 4. Earning 5% revenue streams digitally without collecting or paying out any money on Avazoo's behalf. 5. Allowing your customers to duplicate revenue streams for your business over and over again. 6. Knowing that your employees will not need cross-training of any kind. 7. Receiving a free VIP raffle ticket entry, valued at $100, for participating in the AAP program. 8. No customer service required. 9. No customer complaint to deal with. 10. No licensing or insurance of any kind needed. Those are a lot of benefits for your business, and the only requirement is to post marketing material with your personalized QR code around high traffic areas of your business. Hopefully you are excited to learn more, and we'll allow one of our representatives to answer any questions you might have about this incredible program. Thank you.
That's outstanding. Thank you, Paul. Guys, we've got this training going on right now, and then in an hour from now, we've got our team building training webinar that's going to happen. We've said this a couple times, and I know there can be the feeling of like the boy who cried wolf. Well, they said it's happening, said it's happening, said it's happening. Paul just told you what his title is in the company. Paul's got his finger on the pulse, Dave's right-hand man, and I can't tell you about the managers meeting we just got out of, but I am so excited now, and to know the level of, I know all the level of work that's gone in by the leaders in this company, and Paul's right there in the middle of everything. And the information that we just heard, if there was any doubt in your mind, guys, that this is happening, and it's happening now, and the train is pulling away from the station, this is, and I know we've heard similar, excitement before, but I mean, and I'll let Paul say a word if he needs to add to it. But guys, this is now. It's now. Pull the trigger, find out where you fit in, and take action. We all need to do that if you want to be a part of this incredible, amazing legacy. Sometimes we get in a routine, and we start to get a narrow focus of what's going on, and we just get in this routine, and we're kind of going through the motions. Well, when people from outside take a look at Avazoo and all the incredible improvements that have happened to it, let alone just on its face, its initial concept that got me excited and probably got Paul excited and probably got all of you excited. When someone new that's business minded and has their intentions to help other people because they understand the concept, if you help enough other people get what they want, you'll get everything you want. When those kinds of successful people see Avazoo for the first time, they are blown away. And that's happening again, guys. So we've got, and I don't want to steal any thunder that Paul might want to add, but it is happening. So you can believe me or not, but we are really, that's the reason this AAP is back out, and we want to talk about it again and help make sure that you guys understand it, and that your questions get answered, and that you have the courage to go out and take action. AAP is the leveraging force that can take the energy and the desires that you have to do something positive for Avazoo and for yourself, and it multiplies it. It's the multiplier. Am I wrong on that Paul, that description? This is the multiplier for the people that want to desire to help.
You're exactly right. Yeah, the way that the AAP set up, you know, we could have done this months ago, but we're always striving to improve the programs, improve Avazoo. You know, we brought on things like the spinning wheel game. We're going to be launching the daily and the monthly games for that. We want to give back to you guys. The AAP program is going to be key, and you know, we've got 10 items up on the screen now, which is benefits for the AAP. You know, I don't think a lot of people realize what the capabilities of Avazoo are. So, you know, people go into the app and post the banners. That's going to be something that's key for the AAPs, because we're all geolocated. So the banners at the moment haven't got a geolocation on them, because they're not designed to be to a certain area at this moment. But we have the capability of being able to make them that they'll only sit in a certain area. So what that means for you guys and for the AAPs is, when we launch that, which is coming very soon, we'll be able to put a banner up, which will be within a 5 mile, 5 kilometer, 15 mile or 15 kilometer circumference of that business, and be able to draw people in. Now, the average people that have Facebook accounts actually have just over 300 friends on there. So you think about that. If you've got 300 friends and they share someone else's banner, they've got 300 friends and they share, they've got 300 friends and they share, and it goes 10 times. That's 3,000 people in an area that are looking at a banner. That's a massive thing for a business. It doesn't matter if you're the only ticket holder in that area, it's your friends that are going to see that are from that area. Their friends are going to see that, because you can ask them to share it, and their friends will see it, and all of a sudden you get getting more business and more football for the AAPs. And in return for that, they're selling more tickets, and in return for that, you're getting more additional free entries. We're putting other items on as well. You know, so there's lots of things. What Kirk was referring to, we can't go into too much detail at the minute, but there's other programs that are coming on board, which means that we can increase the amount of footfall that are going into places, increase the amount of free tickets that we're giving you, and then there's even possible revenue streams for you guys as well. You need to push it. You need to be part of it to be able to get the rewards, like the $50 million pool that we put out there. The only way that you're going to do that is be going out and signing up 10 AAPs. You get your qualifying amount of points and you're in the pool. Or you can go out and you can sell tickets to get your qualifying amount of points. But if you're here on the pool, then you're looking at the route of the AAP. Now, again, like I said, that list there of 10 with other things, you know, if you were part of Kelly's, I've not done a slide for Kirk yet. I will do, but it's the recurring income, the passive income for the business. So passive income, if no one understands what that means, is once someone scans their QR code, they're tied to that business for as long as they're part of Avazoo. So that means that if someone buys a ticket for the first raffle, the third raffle, the 8th raffle, or the 12th raffle, the AAP will receive the 5% revenue stream. You'll keep on receiving your additional free entries as long as you're part of the draw. and everyone's going to be a winner. And the AAPs can just build up a passive income. And at this point, it's cost them no money to be an AAP. They've not really had to advertise anything. They can get part of the app as well. They'll have their own landing page, and with very little effort, just putting a QR code up and making a revenue stream that's going to continue repaying and repaying and repaying. And you look over what Kelly's slide says, you're talking hundreds of thousands of dollars over a 3 or 5 year period. How much money would you put in to earn that? Probably quite a bit. At this time, we're asking for nothing. So it's down to you guys to emphasize that to these AAPs. We don't want an AAP next door to each other, because that's not fair. And at the end of the day, we always want to be fair. We can't guarantee that there's not going to be another AAP in their city or in their town or in their suburb. But what we'll guarantee is it's not going to be directly next door to them.
So, Paul, thank you. Oh, sorry.
No, I was speaking to you, Kirk. You got anything else to add? Did I miss anything there?
No, Paul, that's very thorough, and you brought up a couple of good points that I just want to give them another voice to re-emphasize that. This part about people in the same city, which we'd love to have that problem. Right now, we don't have that problem, and that's where you need to focus when you go on, guys, but you got to start. So go out to that restaurant, go out to any of the numbers. Jim, I think, brought a bicycle shop. Go out to the auto repair shop. It doesn't really matter, the pet food store. But guys, that fear of loss, Paul brought it up. We don't want to create competition. We want fairness. So dangle that carrot out there. When they hear these 10 components, and Paul just talked about, residual income, where they don't have to do anything for that work. This is money coming in because of actions they took up front. That's huge. And they're going to miss that opportunity if they sit here and want to think about it too long. And the person across the street who's got another restaurant that's similar to theirs, and now they're out of luck because we're not going to put two dogs in the same race, so to speak, that are right across. We don't want to create competition. We want to create excitement. So it's an opportunity now for people to take action and move. And it's easy to do right. It's easier to do right now, and you're going to benefit these people for life. So I don't think the problem is that we're worried, guys, that you're worried about, I've got people that are going to create competition for each other. No, I think it's all internal right now. You guys have to decide, I'll take the chance or the risk or get over my fear and go talk to the people. That's it. That's where we all sit right now. If I'm missing that, someone let me know. No, I went and talked to him, and this is the response I got, or this is the objection I got. I'm here. Paul's here. Everyone in our help desk, from Sylvie, Daniel, all these people, they know enough about this and are excited. They can answer your questions too. So I don't think it's about objections that you can't handle. I will add this one other thing on top of what Paul said, and how many of the problems when you compare our raffle to what's out there now, which are lotteries, you can't even compare. Our odds went out, the training that's involved, the money exchange, the ticketing, the licensing. It's a non-starter. There is no objection or comparison to what we're doing. So that's huge, guys, and it's just a matter of us taking action right now. As far as what you have to do, we've got the video that we just showed here, which is pretty impactful. You've got the avazoo.com/AAP. All they have to do is register. Now, how can you make this even one step simpler? There are posters that need to be displayed. That's where you want to take your efforts to. When you get in front of an AAP, you say, all the reasons that this is so much better than a lottery. All the reasons this is so much better than a lottery, and then you go from there and say, and I will even help you get this QR code and these posters made. That's how you can guarantee that there are going to be absolutely zero obstacles. And more importantly, from a selfish standpoint, how you're going to get yourself in that $50 million pool, guys. That is life changing for everyone. I don't care what your status, where you sit. That's life changing for everyone. And if you haven't figured it out right now, or haven't figured it out yet, I'll tell you right now, there's a method to the madness. That's not just throwing around money. That's pie in the sky, guys. We want you to have the opportunity to be involved in this historic company. That's what we want. So you've got massive. I don't know how Dave did it. I don't know where he came up with the idea and Paul's input. I don't know where. That just sounds mind blowing to most of us. You could take 150 of that, and I'd be jumping at the opportunity to make something happen where I could be a part of that. But it's 50 million. It's real if you look at what we're doing and how much we're raising. So I don't know. We'll take suggestions. If you guys think we're doing something wrong, Kirk@avazoo.com. Give us your input. We'll take it 100%. We can't promise because this is a highly regulated industry, but we'd love your input. We take it in every other way, shape, or form. If there's something we've missed with this program, give your input. If you don't want to give it to me directly, give it to Paul. Give it to info@avazoo.com. But guys, the time is now, and the time is here for you guys to take action. So we've got the 10 reasons up here. You've got avazoo.com/AAP. There's not a lot else that needs to be said. It's time for action. Paul, do you want to add anything else? I don't see you back there if you're still around. There you are.
I'm still around. I was just corresponding with Dave.
Certainly.
I think you pretty much covered everything. Got a couple of questions.
Sure.
Which I will answer.
And we do want to talk about sponsorship at the end of this too, right? We want to add that out there and what's
okay. Yeah. So someone's asked, can I put my Avazoo banner on a local newspaper? Yes, you can. But before you put anything in the local newspaper, we need to see what you're going to be putting in there, because like Kirk just mentioned, we are regulated. So you can't just go putting anything in the newspaper. It has to be authorized by someone at Avazoo. So that's either myself, Justin, Dave, or Kirk. Okay, so it needs to come to us first before you can put it into the newspapers.
Now, if they took an existing banner that's already out there, that's been approved, right? So they can find. We got a host of them we got a whole bunch, right, that they can access.
Yeah, but we still need to see what they're proposing on putting in. Okay. And Avazoo will not cover the cost of it. It's down to you if you want to put it into the newspaper. And then we've got I don't know how you pronounce your first name, Derek, asking for a WhatsApp number. Unfortunately, the only way to contact us is by email. I can give you the help desk, which is helpdesk@avazoo.com, or you can email me at paul.d@avazoo.com, or you can email Kirk at kirk@avazoo.com. But we don't give out our personal mobile numbers or WhatsApp numbers. You can certainly get in touch with us via email.
Where is he located, Paul?
I am not sure. He doesn't say where he's located.
Derek, send a quick chat on where what part of the world you reside in, please.
Yeah.
Great, Paul. Yeah, I mean, but again, AAP guys, we've done a couple of role plays here, and I don't think we need to do another role play because it's really not anymore about objections. We'd love to hear your objections. We know that no one has taken significant action towards AAP yet because we don't hear any objections, and this isn't rocket science. In my mind, the biggest thing that we can do as individuals inviting AAPs is to offer to print out that banner for them. When you do that, now you've taken real action. But I haven't heard of anybody that would outright, unless you're calling on such a big organization that they got to go through chains of command. But that's why we're saying, hey, go to the local places you already, receive services from. Go there and help someone who knows you start small, and then you can branch out. But you just got to take some action and do it, because it should be like taking candy from a baby, to use an old expression. It's not challenging, and the rewards are immense for everyone, for you taking action and for your AAP. They're going to be in a unique situation. There's the 10 reasons why that they're in a unique situation. Be a part of history, helping a cause around the world, being, to me, one of the most incredible, to say I'm a part of that.
Derek's message back saying he's located in Cameroon in Africa.
Beautiful. Yeah, we want to help him there. We want to help people everywhere.
So yeah, by all means, get in touch, like we said, with help desk at avazoo.com, or you can message me directly, paul.d@avazoo.com, or kirk@avazoo.com. We'll be more than happy to answer your emails. And it's just an existing banner. Yeah, by all means, it's an existing banner. If you want it translated, let us know which banner you want to use. We'll have it translated into whatever language you want. We'll make sure that it's resized and the words there. We'll put your QR code on there for you, and we'll get that sent out. But again, take down my email address or email help desk for the attention of me, and that'll get to me. So helpdesk@avazoo.com or paul.d@avazoo.com. Let us know which banner. We'll get it translated, and please send me which banner it is anyway, even if you don't want it translating, and then we know what's getting put out in the public.
Super. Okay, great, Paul. Do we want to go and mention the sponsors and the wheels and what we're doing there, and how that ties into what we're trying to do here, just the level of excitement that is happening, and how this augments that and helps create additional excitement?
Yeah, well, basically, as you guys know, we're planning on doing 3 different types of wheel. So the first one that we released was the weekly games. Okay, now there's 40 spots on that wheel, and we want to fill some of those spots with some sponsors. So if you find a sponsor that's happy to offer up a prize per week, now it's not saying that that prize will be claimed every week, but there's a chance that it would be claimed, because it's on the wheel, obviously, then they can go on the weekly one. If you find a sponsor that's happy to put up a prize for the daily spin, then they could offer up a prize that will be given out daily. And then we got the monthly one. The monthly one, again, it might not be claimed, but you've got the chance that it will be claimed each month. So you've got 3 options there for them, and they might want to offer up a prize for each of the wheels, which is fine. Absolutely fantastic. The more they do, the more exposure they'll get, and we'll be able to do more things for them, like putting the banner up in the app, putting them a supporters link in there, sending people direct to their website. There's many things that we can offer to these people. So you've got that in your arsenal as well. So we are looking for not just AAPs, but we're also looking for sponsors. Now, all one thing at a time. That's the best piece of advice I can give to you. I've had many years experience in sales, and I did sales in property, I did sales in home improvements, I did sales in renewable energies. Don't try and sell them absolutely everything. Don't try and explain absolutely everything, because people will get confused. You need to keep it relatively simple. So go through the AAP program first, and then once they agree to the AAP program, say to them, fantastic, now this is what else we've got for you. If you explain too much in one go, you'll get confused and they won't understand everything. So you just need to take your time, go nice and slow, and explain all the different scales of the program to them and what can be in it for them. But yeah, we are looking for sponsors as well, because there's a plan, like there always is, where the monthly game, we could be offering, believe it or not, up to 120 prizes in the monthly game. So scope for them to be able to offer a substantial prize in there. But again, we're in talks with people that have actually offered us a car. The idea is it's from a main dealership. It's not a case of we have to worry about getting it delivered anywhere particular. As long as there's a dealership of that type in a country, you can go and pick the car up from that main dealership, as long as it's local to yourself. So there's ways and means about doing everything. We've got hotel chains that are coming on. We've got fully paid holidays. We've got weekend breaks. We've got all different types of things. There's opportunity to win cash as well. Gift cards. There's so many different things out there, even down to an ebook. You get to pick an ebook of your choosing, and it's there for you straight away, because obviously an ebook means it gets sent via email and you just log in. So there's a vast amount of prizes. If you play in the daily, weekly, and monthly games, the prizes, there's just so many, because you've got 40 prizes on the daily, and that's 7 days a week. So that's 40 times 7. You've got the weekly game, which is another 40 prizes. Then you got the monthly game, which is 120 prizes.
Hey, Paul, that's awesome information. Can I ask a question? Because you brought up geolocating before, and people that have local businesses. You want to touch on how that, your understanding of how that will play into the sponsorship arena?
Yeah. So basically, the sponsorship, we're going to have all our people that play in the game will be able to find out who has given the prize up as a sponsor. Now, obviously, if you're in a different country, you might not be able to get to that person's store or anything like that. But what will happen is the sponsors will go into the sponsorship link, which is in the app. You all use the app, you go in there, you've already seen that. That means that we can put a link in there where you can earn additional free entries by clicking on their link, going to their website. But also, we'll put them in where we have the geolocation. And again, if you share it to your Facebook, I only mentioned Facebook. Average users of Facebook have 300 friends. But then you've also got your Instagram, where you've got people that follow you. You've also got your X, which was Twitter, where you've got your followers there. And you've got LinkedIn as well. Now, if you said just between those four, you only had 100 on each, that's still 400 people that 9 times out of 10, it's local community that are your friends on there, your family on there. So when you share that banner, if one person shares that with their friends just on Facebook, that's another 100, so that's 500. And then one person shares that, that's 600, 700, 800, and it grows and grows and grows. That basically means that we can increase a business's footfall into their business by an unlimited amount, because the more people share it, the more information gets out there, then it's better for everyone. And of course, we'll do a story if they offer up a major prize like the car dealership. Of course, when someone wins the car, we're going to put it all over our website. We'll put it in our social medias. We'll get a testimonial from yourself. We'll get a testimonial from them, and it'll go up on our company's Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, LinkedIn. It'll go everywhere. So that can only ever be good for a business, because we'll be getting the name of that business out. And then obviously we've got the main event when that happens. If they become a major sponsor, they'll be invited to the event. We'll even put a little ad up during the event. The other thing that we've touched on a couple of times but not really talked about, we are currently looking at opening up some TV channels. We want to be in 170 plus countries in multiple languages with multiple channels in each country. Now, again, if these AAPs are coming on board, we don't have a problem with advertising which AAPs are sponsoring us. Obviously, if they give us, again, a packet of crisps to put on the daily one, they're not going to end up on the TV channels. But if they're offering up a car or a fully paid holiday, then we'll advertise them on the TV channels. Again, the more someone puts in, the more they get out. You know, can you imagine if we turned around to a travel agents and said, give us your top 10 destinations that come into the country. I'll advertise you in those 10 countries saying, you know, if you book with us, then you can come here for 25% off. That's great advertising. The amount of money that companies spend on marketing, and we're just going to give it to them. There's many, many, many options out there.
Paul, that sounds great. Let me ask you to maybe go down in a little deeper on one area with that geolocating, because Dave gave us an example the other day that kind of made the light bulb go off in my head. If you've got an establishment in, I think you said Derek was from Cameroon or something, Africa.
Yeah.
So I believe that's a destination site. I'm not, if it's the place I'm thinking about where there's travel that happens. So even though there are Americans that might be paying attention to this, and we've got a number of Americans that, you know, are not eligible to purchase tickets, but they do travel. So that if you want to dive in and help me here, explain how that multiplying of my 400 followers on the 4 different, or 100 on the 4 different equaling 400, and somebody catches that, and that's talked about. How could someone in America affect the Cameroon AAP so that they see value in that? Because Dave talked about running an advertisement where and the geolocator sees who's within that. We could use 100 kilometers or 50, whatever makes sense in a particular area.
Yeah.
And there's some special that is being offered, and now they can see, or we can see. That's where I'm a little confused.
Okay, so it's based on what type of company it is. So the yin and yang of it is, if you've got a travel agents or a hotel brand, you know, somewhere where they have people from outside the country coming in to visit, we can geolocate it in their locations where they've got the most people coming from, or they want to increase their marketplace in the location. So if people wanted to travel to Africa and their second or third best marketplace was the United States, we could have a banner put into the United States for people that are part of Avazoo, or we could have it put into the UK or China or anywhere in the world, and people could see the offer that they're having, where it says, come to Cameroon, book into this hotel, we'll give you a discount, and that could increase their business. But the yang of it is, if it's a local restaurant, that's only good for people in the local area. Okay. But what we can do with restaurants is we can change the banners, and we can change the supporters link inside there. So we could offer something, let's say it was a Subway. We could offer a deal in the morning for the breakfast, and then we could offer a deal in the afternoon and the evening for the lunchtime and the evening time. So we could change that out for them.
So for that example, if I understood Dave right, he was saying we can actually target the people that fall in that area, that are in that location for that business that we brought on as an AAP, and give incentives specifically to their area. Is that part of the benefit? Okay. That's what I was trying to get at. Now, this next training that you're doing in about 20 some minutes, is that covering any of this, or what is that next training coming up?
Next training is about team building.
Super.
So how to build your teams, and you know, how to get out there and hit the road running.
And that's to take advantage of the 50 million that's up for grabs.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. Super. Paul, thank you so much for your help on this, guys. This isn't rocket science. It's unique. It's one of a kind. It's one chance in history to be a part of something this incredible. And as Paul and I are stating here, we have other information that we can't completely share, but it's going to come out here as the pieces fall into position. But it's all happening. It's happening right now, and the train's pulling away from the station. So take action, take some action. That's the bottom line. The AAP is it should be like taking candy from a baby, and it's not. We're bringing a gift to people. So look at it like that. If you've got fear, just understand. And I always say a prayer before I go do something this important. I pray that this person's mind is open, that I catch them at the right time, and you're offering them something. So as far as objections, we want to hear some objections, because this program and what it's offering is a win-win-win for anybody and everybody who gets involved. Okay. Paul, thanks again for your help.
No problem. Anytime, Kirk.
Okay, guys. We'll call it a wrap there unless we see more. Do you see any more questions?
No, we've had no more questions come in. Thank you, everyone, for attending. Again, if you want to get in contact with us, you can get in touch at helpdesk avazoo.com. You can contact me directly at paul.d@avazoo.com, or you can contact Kirk at avazoo.com, and we'll be more than happy to help you along the way if you have had any objections or if there's anything we can do for you. Again, going back to people putting out things in newspapers, please send us what you want. Even if it's not changing the language, we just want to make sure that it's current, up to date. We might have a better banner that we've not put out yet, or we can change it to any language you want to change it to.
Beautiful. Thanks, Paul.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thanks,
See you on the next call.
Bye-bye.